位同学大家好，我是英语口译的主讲老师张秀珍。现在介绍我们另外一位美国老师辛奇。
Hello everyone, my name is Randy Hesterberg.
我们今天要讲英语口译的第一讲 Lecture 1 Introduction。这一讲的主要目标是要帮助同学建立翻译工作的概念，了解翻译大致可以分成哪些种类，然后再进一步的介绍说口译可以细分为哪几项，以及口译工作者他有哪些条件以及训练，还有口译工作会面临到哪些压力与挑战。现在我们请同学翻到第3页 Lecture 1， 我们要请美国老师为我们朗读一下课文内容。
There are two kinds of translation. One is written and the other oral. Oral translation is commonly called interpretation. We call the people who perform these tasks translators and interpreters. Both require a strong command of at least 2 languages. Therefore, they are complementary. We seldom see people who are good at oral interpretation but poor at translation, or vice versa. However, oral interpretation usually requires immediate response to translate from source language into target language, while written translation usually allows more time to check information using dictionaries, rephrasing, editing, and proofreading. Therefore, interpreters usually have to work under great pressure and to be quick at analyzing speech and organizing information. Interpretation can be divided into consecutive and simultaneous interpretation. Simultaneous interpretation requires an almost immediate response. Consecutive interpretation allows the interpreter several minutes to respond. This book will focus on consecutive interpreters training. There are quite a few training activities to help students improve not only their general knowledge of English and interpretation, but also specific interpretation capability.
好，各位同学，那我们现在已经听过课文朗读，我们翻到第5页 Keywords。我们第一个 Keywords Interpretation。Interpretation 它是一个名词，意思就是口译。我们现在看一下例句，请美国老师念 example。
Simultaneous interpretation requires an almost immediate response, while consecutive interpretation allows the interpreter several minutes to respond.
好 ，simultaneous interpretation 就是同步口译 ，requires an almost immediate response， 要求我们是几乎要立刻反应。While consecutive interpretation 是逐步口译，逐步口译 allows the interpreter several minutes to respond， 它让口译工作者有几分钟的时间再去反应。好，我们现在看下一个 keywords。perform 是一个及物动词，它的意思是履行、实行或是完成。我们现在看一下例句，请美国老师念 example。
Interpreters have to perform several tasks at the same time.
Interpreter 是口译者 ，have to perform， 他们必须执行 several tasks， 多项工作。At the same time 是指说同时，所以口译工作者他必须同时要做多项的工作。我们下一个 keywords 是 complementary。complementary 是形容词，它的意思是互补的。我们看一下例句，请美国老师念一下 example。
If two things are complementary, that means they mutually supply each other's lack of something.
好 ，if 假如 two things 有两件事情，它们是 complementary， 它们是互补的话，那就表示说它们是 mutually 彼此 supply each other's lack of something， 彼此能够弥补对方的不足。我们看一下下一个 keywords target。target 意思是目标。我们请美国老师念一下他的例句 example。
Our target this year is to reach the standard of ISO 9001.
Our target 我们的目标 this year 是今年，今年的目标是 to reach 要到达要抵达 the standard 什么标准？什么的标准呢？是 ISO 9001的标准。这今年我们的目标是要抵达 ISO 9001年的标准。好，现在我们看下一个 keyword edit。edit 它的意思是编辑，这是一个动词。我们看一下例句，请美国老师念一下 example。
The editing of this book looks neat.
好 edit 它是一个动词，加上 ing 的话就变成名词，就是 the editing of this book 这本书它的编辑 looks 看起来怎么样呢？ neat 看起来很精致，很好。我们看下一个例句 keyword proofreading 是一个名词，意思就是校对。我们看一下例句，请美国老师念一下 example。
All books need to have a careful proofreading before they are published.
All books 所有的书 need to have 都需要怎么样呢？有一个 careful 很仔细的 proofreading 校对 before 在什么什么之前 before they are published they 是指书，在这些书他们 publish 在他们出版之前都需要有经过仔细的校对，能够更正错误。好，我们看一下下面一个 keyword consecutive 是一个形容词，意思是连续的、连贯的、连接的。我们请美国老师念一下他的例句 example。
It rained for 3 consecutive days.
it 是指这个天 ，rain 的是下雨，天下雨，然后下了多久呢？是 for 3 consecutive days， 下了3天。这 consecutive 是一个加强的，是代表连续一连下了3天。我们看一下下一个 keywords simultaneous。simultaneous 是一个形容词，意思是同时发生的、同时存在的。我们请美国老师念一下它的例句 example。
Miss Lin is a professional simultaneous interpreter.
好 ，Miss Lin 林女士，她是一个 professional 是指专业的 ，simultaneous 是指同步的 ，interpreter 口译者，就林女士她是很专业的同步口译工作者。我们看一下下面一个 keyword。rephrase 是一个及物动词 ，re 是代表 again 再一次怎么样 ，phrase 是措辞 ，rephrase 就是重新措辞。我们请美国老师念一下例句。
Parents normally have to rephrase their language for their children to understand it.
好 ，parents 就是父母亲 ，normally 通常 have to 必须 rephrase their language， 就是他们要重新措辞。大人讲的话怕小孩子年纪小听不懂，所以 rephrase their language for their children to understand it。所以这整句话的意思是说，做父母的通常对年纪小的孩子，他们讲话的时候要重新措辞，要用小孩子能够听得懂的话来解释。我们看一下下面一个 keyword。下面一个 keyword 是 capability。capability 是名词，它的意思是能力、才干、本领。我们请美国老师念一下它的例句。
A hard-working student must have the capability for dealing with any kind of examinations.
好 ，hard-working 就是很努力的、很认真的这学生，他 must 必须 have the capability， 必须要有本领。什么样的本领呢？能够 dealing with， 记住 dealing 后面要加 with， 能够应付。Any kind of examination， 任何考试，任何种类的考试。所以用功的同学必定有能力能够应付各项考试。好，我们的 keywords 已经讲解完毕，我们现在要回到我们的课文内容，我们会逐句一句一句的为同学解释我们英文的课文内容。
There are two kinds of translation. One is written and the other oral. Oral translation is commonly called interpretation. We call the people who perform these tasks translators and interpreters. Both require a strong command of at least 2 languages. Therefore, they are complementary.
好，我们通常翻译分成2种，我们用文字书写的就是笔译，然后用口语来翻译的就叫做口译。通常这个 oral translation 我们也叫做 interpretation， 就是口译。我们称这两种人，一个是笔译工作者，一个是口译工作者。通常这2种都需要精通至少2种以上的语言，就像我们中英都要懂。因此这2种能力是 complementary 是指互补的。好，接下来我们来看一下下一段，我们请美国老师念一下下一段的内容。
We seldom see people who are good at oral interpretation but poor at translation or vice versa. However, oral interpretation usually requires immediate response to translate from source language into target language, while written translation usually allows more time to check information using dictionaries, rephrasing, editing, and proofreading.
好，我们很少看到人说他精通口译，可是却不懂笔译，或者是说他笔译很好，可是却完全不能够口译。所以这两种能力是互补的。可是口译通常它是需要立即的反应，立即的将 source language 翻到 target language。source language、target language 这两个词，我们假如说是中文翻到英文的话，中文就是 source language 来源语 ，target language 就是目标语。好，在笔译的时候，通常我们会允许翻译者有比较多的时间，能够用字典或者是重新措辞，能够做一些编译甚至校对的工作。好，现在我们继续看到下一段，我们先请美国老师念一下下一段的内容。
Therefore, interpreters usually have to work under greater pressure and to be quick at analyzing speech and organizing information. Interpretation can be divided into consecutive and simultaneous interpretation. Simultaneous interpretation requires an almost immediate response.
好，因此口译工作者他们通常工作都必须要有很大的压力，而且反应要必须很快，要能够立刻的分析演讲者的讲稿，而且要组织讯息。下面就是 interpretation 口译，它通常可以分成两种，一种是 consecutive， 另外一种是 simultaneous。consecutive 我们通常 consecutive interpretation 是指简称做 CI， 就是逐步口译。simultaneous interpretation 简称作 SI， 是同步口译的意思。所谓的 SI simultaneous interpretation 同步口译，我们必须要立刻的反应，立刻的做翻译工作，几乎是跟演讲者同时同步进行。好，我们下面请看下面的一段，我们请美国老师念一下。
Consecutive interpretation allows the interpreter several minutes to respond. This book will focus on consecutive interpreters training. There are quite a few training activities to help students improve not only their general knowledge of English and interpretation, but also specific interpretation capability.
CI 这逐步口译，它通常让口译工作者有几分钟的时间来做反应。我们这一本英语口译的书，它的重点会放在 CI， 就是逐步口译的训练方面。我们会有一些训练的活动，帮助同学，他们不仅能够增加他们英文和口译的一般知识，而且还有一些特殊的口译能力的训练增进方法。好，我们现在看到，请同学翻到第8页 exercise， 我们来看填空。我们先请美国老师念一下这些问题，然后再请美国老师帮每个问题的解答单字为我们拼出来。
Exercise 1. There are two kinds of translation. One is written and the other oral. We call the people who perform these tasks translators and interpreters.
好，我们现在来看一下解答。There are two kinds of translation. One is written.
Written, W-R-I-T-T-E-N.
And the other oral.
Oral, O-R-A-L.
We call the people who perform these tasks translators.
Translators, T-R-A-N-S-L-A-T-O-R-S.
And interpreters.
Interpreters, I-N-T-E-R-P-R-E-T-E-R-S.
好，我们现在请同学看下一个练习。先请美国老师念一下。
Oral interpretation usually requires immediate response, while written translation usually allows more time to check information.
好，我们来看一下答案。Oral interpretation usually requires immediate response.
Response, R-E-S-P-O-N-S-E.
While written translation usually allow more time to check information. Time.
Time, T-I-M-E.
好，我们看一下下一个练习 C。我们先请美国老师念一下。
Interpretation can be divided into consecutive and simultaneous interpretation.
Interpretation can be divided into consecutive.
Consecutive, C-O-N-S-E-C-U-T-I-V-E.
And simultaneous.
Simultaneous, S-I-M-U-L-T-A-N-E-O-U-S.
好，我们第一个 exercise 1已经做完，下面我们要来做 activity。我们请同学们2个人一组，然后彼此轮流自我介绍，彼此来当对方的口译员。我们现在先做一个示范，请 Randy 老师自我介绍，我来做他的口译员。
My name again is Randy Hesterberg. Currently, I teach at Mingchuan University.
我的名字是 Randy Hesterberg， 目前我在铭传大学教书。
I'm from the United States.
我是从美国来的。
And before I came to Taiwan, I worked as an interpreter and translator, focusing on Spanish and English.
我来台湾之前是做翻译口译的工作，我主要是将西班牙文跟英文互译。
Later, I became interested in teaching English and Spanish.
后来我对英文教书比较有兴趣。
So I decided to continue my education at Southern Illinois University, where I majored in linguistics.
我就去南加州大学去继续念书，我在那里攻读的是语言学。
After teaching for a while in the United States, I decided to come to Taiwan.
在美国教书一阵子之后，我决定到台湾来发展。
And here I am again, involved a little bit in translation and interpretation.
好，在这里的话，我很高兴能够又参与翻译口译的工作。好，这是 Randy 老师的自我介绍。那下面的话，我们来做 discussion。所以 discussion 的话，我们有一些问题，我会跟 Randy 老师一起来讨论。第一个问题的话，口译跟笔译有什么区别？我来问 Randy 老师，看他如何解释。 So, Randy, what's the difference between translation and interpretation?
Well, yeah, as we already explained, translation is usually written, and the translator has a lot more time to resort to dictionaries, or today we have computers, online translators, and it's not as difficult as interpretation.
好，这个根据 Randy 老师的说法的话 ，translation 我们刚刚已经谈到过，它基本上是用文字书写的。那 translation 它通常会有比较多的时间，我们可以查字典，甚至还可以上网用电脑去查各种的资讯。所以从这方面来看的话 ，translation 它可能比 interpretation 口译它来的压力少一点，容易一点。好，那下面的话我们就是说，那 interpretation 到底是怎么样呢 ？So Randy, what's interpretation?
Well, interpretation requires the interpreter to translate, to interpret the language quickly. So the interpreter must have the knowledge of the language in his or her mind and doesn't have time to resort to such things as dictionaries.
好，根据 Randy 老师的说法的话，这个 interpretation 口译的话，因为他必须要立刻反应，所以基本上口译者他的脑子里面就应该要有很大的资料库，要立刻能够做出口译的工作，不像笔译能够有时间去查查字典，去找别的资源，寻求别的协助。好，我们现在来看 Discussion 2。根据以上的活动，口译到底有什么困难之处？我们来请教一下美国老师 Randy。Based on the above activity, what makes interpretation so challenging and difficult?
Well, again, the interpreter must have native speaker ability. However, this can also be difficult. For example, many languages, but the English language is spoken in many different countries. So they have many different mannerisms, many different accents, and different terms, different terminology. And a good interpreter should also understand the culture of the native language. But again, this is very difficult in English, since there are so many different countries where English is spoken and so many different cultures.
好，根据 Randy 老师的看法，他是认为说，这个口译人员他必须要有几乎是 native-like 这种能力，他几乎要像是就是他的母语一样的熟练两种语言，而且就英文来讲，这又特别的困难，因为英语的话，它在很多国家被使用，美国、加拿大、澳洲，还有像是新加坡、南非等等。那不同的国家，它有不同的一个 accent， 而且它还有各种不同的一个风俗习惯等等。不同的国家、不同的文化、风土民情，所以要翻译的时候，可能英语是更具挑战性。好，各位同学，我们今天的时间已经到了，到这里结束，谢谢各位的收看，再会。